Hello, pessoas, tudo bom? Meu nome é Thalita e aproveitando que hoje é São Patrick's Day, eu vim aqui fazer uma aqui fala, meu momento blogueira, contando um pouquinho da história de São Patrício e do porquê que ele é tão importante para tanta gente. Porém, esse vídeo vai ser um pouquinho diferente, porque eu vou fazer isso em inglês. Então, assim, já deixa aqui um like da empatia, porque eu tô morrendo de vergonha. Já comenta aqui se você gosta desse tipo de vídeo, se você quer mais vídeos assim. Compartilha com aquele seu amigo que tá aprendendo inglês. E bora pro vídeo! Okay, so the most important question is, who was St. Patrick? Because we are celebrating something and we must know who he was. Patrick was one of the most important Christian missionaries in history. He was born in 387. Yes, really old. His father was a deacon and his grandfather was a priest. What's the difference between them? I don't know. Patrick's parents named him Patrick, but when he became a priest, he changed his name to Patricius or Patrick, which means father figure in Latin. Patrick used to have a good and prosperous life with his family, but when he was around 16 years old, a group of raiders kidnapped him walking on the beach. He was taken to Ireland and was forced to attend ship. Though Patrick came from a Christian family and people in Ireland practiced a different religion, he was very lonely, so he decided to pray, asking for God's help. And when he was around 22 years old, he had a dream that he believed it came from God, who told him to flee to the coast where a ship would be waiting to take him back home. Based on his dream, he escaped from his captors and made it to the sea. There was a ship captain who agreed to take him back to Britain. When he arrived back in Britain, he began to study and became a priest, and then was made a bishop. He decided to return to Ireland to tell people there about what he believed. He worked in Ireland for 40 years telling people there about God. Some people say that by converting Irish people to Christianity, he drove snakes from Ireland. And it's true, there's no snakes in Ireland. One of the most important symbols of St. Patrick's Day is the shamrock or three-leaf clover, because it was used by Patrick to help people understand the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Tradition says that he died on March 17, 461, after spending many years helping people and sharing his belief. He was buried at his first church, Downpatrick. Today, St. Patrick's Day is much a celebration of Irish culture than about Patrick himself. The first St. Patrick's Day parade was held on March 1761 in a Spanish colony. More than a century later, the English military marched in Boston in 1737 and in New York in 1762. Celebration generally involves public parades and festivals, Irish music sessions, green beer, and the wearing of green clothes or shamrocks. Many people also eat a traditional Irish meal of corned beef, cabbage, potatoes, and soda bread. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated in more countries than any other national festival. It's generally celebrated in United Kingdom, United States, Canada, Brazil, Argentina, Australia, and New Zealand. During St. Patrick's Day, the city of Chicago even buys the Chicago River green. The fountain on the wall of White House gets dyed green too, although blue was the color traditionally associated with St. Patrick. But because of the shamrock and this idea, it was changed to green. Other symbols of Irish culture have also become associated with St. Patrick's Day, like the leprechaun. A leprechaun is a magical person of Irish folk tales. It's said if you find a leprechaun, he has to give you his pot of the gold. So, find a rainbow, then a leprechaun, and finally, find the gold. It seems to be a good plan. So it's this, guys. I hope you like this video. I've tried to do some fake freckles. It's not so good, but okay. So like this video, comment here, share with your friends, and see you. Bye.